The foot position that you'll need for a switch pivot is basically you're going to need to put your foot on the nose, right about where the nose starts to bend up. Your back foot is going to be placed somewhere above the two back wheels or the back truck mounting hardware. The foot positioning that's going to be needed for a switch pivot is going to depend on how, when you approach the top of the ramp, how much you're going to need to be above the trick. Now what this means is you're going to want to stand on the inside of the ramp for most of this trick. So your foot positioning has to reflect that. What you're going to want to do is travel up the ramp rolling switch as much as possible, meaning looking in the direction that you're headed. So your back foot sometimes could be pointed a little bit downward. What this will help do is after you've gotten your one wheel, the wheel that's underneath your heel, on top of the ramp, you'll want to put weight on your toe to get it back out and back down the ramp. So after you've gotten into it, if your foot is slightly bent, you're already in the position to put that weight and to bring it out. The back foot basically just has to be comfortable above the back truck. And when you travel up, it needs to sometimes get a little bit vertical. So what you may want to do is imagine on your way in that you bend your foot a little bit like this, just so that you can point the board down more to get your two back wheels to clear the coping, because that's the hardest part of this trick. The other reason you want your foot on the nose is because after you've cleared that wheel, you're almost going to do a little bit of a nose wheelie down the transition. That's another thing to make sure that the two back wheels clear the coping. So remember, foot position slightly pointed forward to pivot it in and to turn it into a slight nose wheelie and head down the ramp. And that's the foot position for a switch pivot.